Missed inside, so it's a leadoff walk. In there, strike one.
That was an interesting pitch to that one. Last pitch to Noda almost looked like it.
Yeah, as Justin mentioned, he's had some of his worst start of the year. In there, strike one.
Yeah, most runs he allowed in a start. And it's just.
And the inside move.
And I'm not sure how this start goes is going to impact how he feels heading into the come out of here feeling healthy.
Down and in a ball. Mention the stolen bases. Just one guy, although they've got the league leader in Ruiz at 65 stolen bases. Check. 2-2. And another foul.
We've seen this from Lopez. You know.
There's strike three. One away.
Really good one there.
Gausman is scheduled to start the season finale. That will certainly fouled away 1-1. A lot of things will change as half swing, but strike two.
Yeah, I think the challenge for him, knowing this is going to be a short, you know, we weren't told a number, but I imagine he's not getting up to 100 for sure. So it's where he can strike out 5 out of 6
right.
and all that kind of stuff. But
another strikeout. 2 down with 2 on. Seemed like last night Bailey overthrew about 12 of those. Yeah. Right on right change.
Downward movement.
1-1.
Just like that, you can get guys to swing.
Back to Lopez. Wonderful job pitching out of a jam in the first inning. Here's his manager, and here's his Menards batting order for game 2. Eddie Julian playing at second base. A high blast to pitch for the Twins. And his 7th to the pole side.
Strength right there. That ball landed on the top of the dock right there.
Twins on the board, and now Polanco. Up and away, ball 1.
That fastball's going to be right around league average.
Missing away 2-0.
I kind of like Gore in the top half.
And Polanco tried to spin on one. 2-2 to the Twins' third baseman, Jorge Polanco. Polanco with a Seth Brown with the catch. And if they continue to play well, September will be their best month.
They're playing loose.
Solano waves at strike 3. That'll.
You have to play, as we were saying before the defense, you have to play them, and you have to play them at some.
Swing and a miss.
They're going out there and they're taking care of business. I mean, you can't.
Fouled away, and it still comes down to sometimes when you play those teams.
Focus and intensity.
Yep. And he will hold up with a single.
Barreled, ended up as outs on the right side.
Waller behind, and Diaz in foul ground makes. He saw into the seats in right. It's 1-0.
And when asked if center field is still a possibility for Buxton, he simply said, "Why wouldn't it be?"
Lineup's as deep as anyone.
And Audra mentioned Sonny Gray going tomorrow, and he'll have a short start ground. Seattle has the tiebreaker over Houston. Do you? If you played a team 7 times and you lost 4 or more, who are you going to?
Division in baseball this year. So I don't know about that. I don't know how else you solve it, but I find something wrong with almost anything. But I like the head-to-head. That makes complete sense. In their own division, starts to get a little confusing.
We're past the time where pistols and dogs.
Settles in.
Well, the first 2 guys reached, and then strikeouts. Wow. 5 of the next 6 batters after Geloff, the hardest working people in the business. Crew getting together for a little barbecue, who have different talents. Right? I mean, you were a different player than Nick Punto. You were a different Kansas City. 1 and 2. Brief major league existence. Castro, did he step into that? He checked his swing and was hit by a pitch. Castro goes on the first pitch. Safe. Off the plate to Jefferson, or to Farmer rather, 2-0. Base stealing a part of that. He had never stolen. Up and in. 3-1.
Many great pickups.
Dumped by Brown, and a dive free and score. And in there, strike one.
Season in the second half, especially.
Second time in the last few games where the Twins have. What options they might have with Vasquez taking a call third strike might depend on the Gangsters by his leadoff home runs, okay? Because at Yankee Stadium,
you're right.
He dug out of the dirt.
Yeah, I think he was running about the same out of the box on that single as he was on that home run. He just way up. You get guys like Julian up here.
So down in Minnesota will wrap things up. Twins get another run in the second. Gausman may not start.
I think if they're eliminated, they let him go out there and throw 3 innings. But as a player, if you have the chance to lead the major leagues in anything, or lead the American second, it's still a tremendous accomplishment.
And Kepler will let it get to the wall, and that will to advance to second base, a leadoff double.
And seeing
somebody else
or somebody that expecting to look up and I bought a ticket.
And just think now, if the Twins had not made that trade or had made it.
Yeah, you'd love to have them both in this lineup, but
on the ground, Julian gobbles it up, sets and fires one away and up. One out, runner at third. Strike. In-game practice for situations that might have a lot more gravity. 1-1. Shattered bat, and that's out number 2. And a drive to base hit to center field, and coming in from third is Butler. It's a 2-1. And I know they're made with a lathe, but I used to build it up. They're handcrafted on, and a breaking ball in there for a strike. Missing low, 3-2, and Brown, the runner at first, will leave early. Runner goes. Tapper in front of Polanco. Gloves, flips. Save.
Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only.
If you knew how many errors I committed with this. Chop right side. Tough play. Noda is there, and so's the pitch.
Seats.
Pretty much a replay of his hit in the first inning.
Failure, and I think he's found a way to just live with the failure in a different way. Just move past it and trust his teammate. I think he's just finally he's settled in and just says, this is what it's going to be. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do my best today, and then let them.
Might be his last inning of work. I suspect they'll try to get 2 more innings out of him. Terry Francona's last game managing the Guardians in Cleveland.
He's such a good.
Called third strike, and strikeout number 6 for Lopez.
But my last year that I played, I actually had an offer from Cleveland on the table from the best.
Ongoing health issues have led to his deciding this is his last ever playing for Chicago.
Yeah, I reminded Jesse Crane of that every time I saw him.
To Soderstrom. Just 1 strikeout in the inning, but a 1-2-3 inning, and Lopez 1 strike to Jeffers, and now 2.
Hard to fathom with the amount of talent they have had on the roster together yet.
A towering feat. Still coming and makes the catch.
I think you also had you had guys playing out of position. You had 3 guys that were first base trying to figure out and right the ship.
Over for a look. 3-2, and now a walk. Could be 2. And is to wrap up the 4th inning.
That got him here in the first place. He says when you free your mind of any doubt and any pressure, good things tend to happen.
All of a sudden things change.
The corner, and Butler will have his second double there. That's hit to right. Kepler over. He'll play that on a hop. Fire it back in. And there's the strikeout.
I was going to say he's got him set up absolutely.
That's shot past the third baseman Polanco. Luke. That'll drop for a hit. Score 2. First throw not in time. Rooker runner goes, and Vasquez can't find the ball. Rooker throws or runs.
Overpowered that one.
And there's the end of the inning. 4 hits to center, falling down is Butler, and he won't get there. Probably.
Oh. He's 0-2, and he hasn't seen a pitch in the strike zone.
Nice pick at first by Noda, and a 3-6 way out in front. And in another inning now.